YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. First and foremost, let me just say thanks for the support. We are on the road to hit 10K. We're about 1,100 subscribers away. So please, if you want to support, all the options are down below. You can share, hit the thanks button, all of that good stuff. Before we even get into me speaking to you guys about what this video is going to be about in depth, timestamps are in the time bar and the description down below. So feel free to cater to whatever your interest might be based on what I've titled them and check it out. But before we get going, let me introduce somebody to you.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Ariel and I am the host of the YouTube channel PlasmaTV for gaming. And the reason why I'm here is because I'm going to be working with your boy TKK to bring you guys some killer settings for you to enjoy gaming on this amazing OLED displays. And why would you need some special settings after you spend thousands of dollars to get the best gaming experience? Even if you pay for calibration, why would you need some special settings? Well, because a lot of games are messed up. And you open the HDR games, they look washed out. And you pay for an HDR display and you want to play games on HDR all the time, okay? So I have learned so much over the past year with this LG C1 OLED. What I've been doing is basically just trying to figure out the best way to fine-tune my gaming experience based on the games. I am a gamer. I actually use my TV every single day. So what I've been doing on my channel is just to share the best of my knowledge and abilities every single day and learning from the community. I have some superstars on my channel and most of what I know, I've learned from them. So what I do is I share with you the best of my knowledge in that moment, and then people teach me better. People tell me, hey, read this article, watch this video, I know better. And then I use that knowledge and then I do another video and now we know better. So my plans here with TKK is basically share with you guys what I know so far, but also grow and learn about these TVs that I don't have, like the Samsung S95C, and see if I can apply everything I know so far to other TVs, and I'm sure I can, okay? So I'm very excited about this opportunity, and I want to thank TKK for giving me this platform, and let's see what happens. I am looking forward to it.
Ariel, I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for being a guest on the channel. And going forward, team, if you're watching this, if you want to see more content from us, be sure to leave comments down in the description or down below in the comment section so that, you guys can definitely chime into what you may want to see us do. We want to do live streams. We want to do more videos like this in the future where I'm going to be, after this transition, talking about making some changes to my TVs based on some of his suggestions. I'm also going to utilize him to help me soft calibrate the G3 to get the best pop that, may or may not entice me to really see the advantages of MLA. Keeping in mind, I use mine in a gaming space, and ironically, he speaks a lot about games on a technical level, as you just heard. Link to his channel is going to be in the description of this video, so make sure you guys tune into that. All right, guys, so let me offer you some expectations for this video. It may have some length to it. We're already about 4 minutes leading up to this point, so thank you for your attention. Okay, so essentially what I'm planning to do is to get more technical in the space of, calibrating my TVs to look good based on my use case. Right now, we're going to be focusing on video games and just trying to get the max out of it. So at some point, this series will lead into us getting back to the G3, probably mid to later in the week. In any event, this is my 77-inch LG C1 OLED right here. This is the TV that got me into creating content on YouTube around TVs. I got this TV and it was probably, I've been buying these OLEDs since their infancy. So 2013, 14-ish. C1, great TV, building off of the C9 success. I love the C9. The CX wasn't so wow factor, but the C1 was a great option. And, Plasma TV, he has spoke a lot about C1, and so there's a lot of things that I could potentially do with this TV. So what I want to do is just kind of get my feet wet with, tuning into some of the settings. Disclaimer, I don't encourage anybody to go into service menu unless you know what you're doing. But I will be doing that. I will be diving in, trying to get the most brightness out of this thing where I don't have to deal with ABL issues, as well as also just getting, that peak punch of color and saturation that I should be getting when I'm playing certain games. So for example, this red right here, no matter how it looks on the viewfinder, when you see it on like an S95B, last year I seen this, I kind of opened up that video of my initial impressions of the quantum dot OLED from last year with this exact scene, and I was just blown a freaking way. And it just doesn't happen with white OLEDs. And right now what I'm dealing with the G3 is that it just looks really flat. And when I oversaturate it, it still doesn't give me that look that I really feel like I should be getting because I'm accustomed to the QD OLEDs. However, I still think this panel technology still has some potential. So these are our expectations. Let's move forward to some settings. All right, guys, so allow me to give you a little bit of context. I'm actually really interested in getting the most out of my C1 just to see how much I could still possibly enjoy this TV. Now, I'm definitely not going to recommend that you go through any kind of service menu again, unless you know what you're doing. But, this one video that Plasma has shared shows you how to, kind of go into the service menu using a method of a program called color control. Now, personally, guys, never in my life have I heard about this, but for any general consumer that might be on my channel, and if you have like a C1, maybe you're interested in this. I don't know. Link to this video in the description. You can follow this at your own discretion, but it's really cool. So basically what this does is you download this program on your computer, and he walks you through these step by step, and it's a really good tutorial. But what it does is, menus that you would have that would be blocked off, they're essentially always going to be available. So that's really cool in the sense that, you have the ability to kind of unlock, if you think about it, your TV to just kind of like uncap certain, features that might not be available. Now, wouldn't mess with anything that you're not supposed to mess with that could possibly break your TV. That's why I said at your own discretion. But this is a really cool feature. So through this, I am looking to then, lead to some of the settings, to be led by, his instructions on some of the settings and things like that from gaming, just to see what I can get out of this. This is really going to make me more interested in seeing what white OLED can do for me, because right now, as it stands for me, I am really sold on the QD technology. All right, so after getting the service menu tapped in, I really didn't want to show all of me actually going into the service menu and going through the settings. You can definitely research that online, but I really don't want to be held responsible for that. However, I think that, reviews need to be realistic. And so you're going to see more content on the C1, especially if you have any questions or if you guys express some serious engagement, as well as I'm interested in diving back into the C2 a little bit. But ultimately, the goal is going to be for me to get more out of the G3, okay? Since that's the TV that I have now, and it's the one that I recently spoke most about me not initially being just like really impressed with. I'm going to be dabbling into this TV a little bit just to see what I can get out of it. Now, understanding that, yes, it's a 77 inch, it's bigger than the 55, but I sit about 5 feet from my 55 inch. So I actually have a really immersive experience when I'm playing on that TV. That being said, one of the features that I did turn off on my C1 in the service menu was that brightness, the television's ability to, detect a static image and then just kind of overall dim the picture. I turned that off and I tested that, like play some games and just kind of let the TV set a little bit. And it's actually a really nice quality of life change. Now, I do understand that that's probably something put into place to kind of help the TV in its longevity. But the thing is, Plasma kind of spoke on one example that's a really good example where he was playing Alien Isolation and he was in a dark scene. And because, the scene was totally dark, the television mistakenly, took the darkness, the overall darkness as a static image. And so it made it darker. So there was nothing he could really do to increase that. Well, turning that feature on or off, in the service menu enabled him to have a better picture quality. And so that's just one of those things where it's like, the manufacturer put a blocker in place to help you, but they didn't really think about, you know, the TV being so smart or so dumb in this case where, you know, it would mistakenly, you know, detect pure darkness as a static image. So in any event, you know, this is going to lead to some new content. I'm interested in seeing what you guys' thoughts are, what you want to hear, what you want to see. If you want to see like live streams regularly, things like that, we're going to have a lot more content going. After I'm done filming this and editing this film to put this out for you guys, I'm going to be steadily working on some more stuff with some settings, playing around with the G3 more. So make sure you guys leave comments, show some engagement. Might not be the most exciting video, but it's always a good thing, in my opinion, when you can get two YouTubers to collaborate. On that note, I'm also going to be collabing more with Techthusiasm. As of today, it is, what are we in? We are in Tuesday. He's actually got a live stream scheduled. So if you guys see that, 10 o'clock, if you don't know who that is, a couple of uploads prior, I visited his home in Metro Detroit. That's on the outskirts of Detroit City in Michigan. And he's got a beautiful home, had a dedicated theater room with a 83-inch G2 OLED, just an amazing setup. I actually spent more time than what I filmed there having some dinner. It was a great experience. But he's going to be live streaming tonight with another gentleman that's in home theater and gaming. And he's offered me to partner up with him on that stream. So right now things are looking good. I haven't been able to confirm it yet, but that's what's on the floor. Let me know what you guys want to see. Catch you on the next video. Peace. God bless. And as I always say, max love.